When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Ashok Leyland, one of India's largest manufacturers of commercial vehicles and a world leader in defense logistics vehicles. Tough, reliable, comfortable. India moves on Ashok Leyland.
Product innovations and customer-centric strategies have spurred India to become the second largest smartphone market by 2017. The Echo presents to future.
We are more to do with comprehensive ecosystem, and that's what differentiates us from most of the other mobile or the screen manufacturers we call. We are into providing content, we are providing cloud, mobile screen, television screen and everything else along with it.
An event showcasing Le Echo's cutting-edge technology along with the launch of Le 2, Le Max 2 and Le Echo's own marketplace e-commerce platform LeMall.com. Only on ET Now.
The third edition of the Businessworld Healthcare Summit and Awards 2016, organized by BW Businessworld, was held recently in New Delhi to an overwhelmingly positive response. This day-long event not only focused on industry challenges and investment opportunities, but also felicitated excellence and innovation in the Indian healthcare industry. The gala event was flagged off with the welcome note by Anurag Batra, Chairman and Editor-in-Chief, Businessworld.
It's my honor and privilege to welcome all of you to the third edition of the Businessworld Healthcare Summit. Healthcare is a domain that Businessworld is engaging more and more. We started this summit when we acquired Businessworld a little over 2 years back. This year is also the first edition of the awards. We did the awards with a jury process, and in the evening will be the awards. So thank you once again, and I look forward to learning more about healthcare through the deliberations today. Thank you.
Puneet Malik, Group President Corporate Finance at Yes Bank, was next to deliver his keynote address, in which he talked about the current healthcare scenario in India, its pertinent challenges and opportunities, especially in rural India.
So the healthcare industry, as I perceive today, we don't see a problem in terms of a demand being there or not. We are seeing a huge shortage in our country in terms of the number of doctors, in terms of the number of hospitals, in terms of the number of nurses. All that we are seeing, expansions, capacities that are coming up in healthcare industries are largely focused on tier 1 or, to be more precise, metro cities. I think in the current space where there is a huge gap, rather than purely investing in new projects, rather than getting all capacities which are greenfield, we have a huge untapped rural capacity created by the government. Especially in tier 2 cities, we have hospitals which are underutilized, dispensaries, primary healthcare centers which are not utilized properly. In that space, public-private partnership could work wonders.
The event featured a stellar lineup of stimulating panel discussions where captains of the Indian healthcare industry deliberated on various topics of interest. A key area of focus was the impact of technologies such as IoT in healthcare delivery. Padma Shri Dr. Sanjeev Bagai elucidated on the importance of such a technology in the healthcare sector.
Technology, as far as IT is concerned and medical technology is concerned, is no longer a myth, it's a reality. We underwent a transformation in 80s where we went from non-interventional to interventional. And now again, I think Indian healthcare is in a transformation in which we are going to go again from interventional to non-interventional, because it's become so long preventive and now into a molecular enzyme level that we would actually see a lot of stuff such as genomic medicine or regenerative medicine. We will see devices which are external. We will see devices which are monitoring arrhythmias, monitoring seizures, without putting a cath, without doing the EEG, without doing any surgical intervention, without giving medication through Wi-Fi. We will see ultrasound in a big way even disrupting the blood-brain barrier. We have seen antenatal development of how we have imaged the fetus and gone well beyond into fetal medicine, fetal renal medicine, fetal cardiac medicine. These days there's a big vogue on sensor-controlled surgeries, gesture-controlled surgeries, eye suites, seamless integration of technology. I would not see technology really as an expense. It is really an investment. I think technology is the only thing which will actually save Indian healthcare, which is languishing right now. It would be able to cover the deficiencies of human capital and adequate resource planning. It would be able to link tier 2, tier 3 cities into this. I think telemedicine has not even seen its infancy in India. And in the truest sense of the word, EICU, EOTs, not just teleconsulting, but actually managing patients from remote centers is the way forward.
Dr. Sangeeta Saxena spoke next on technology like teleradiology, that is remotely assisting radiologists access rural patients.
We have handful of radiologists in the country who are catering entire country, entire population of the India. So, and these doctors, they are mainly located in our bigger cities. Nobody wants to go to the rural areas. So IoT can be very helpful in the workflow, in the flow of the images. We see sitting at a tertiary level, I can report the images, I can interpret the images. So teleradiology and things like that can play a very important role. And IoT is not a myth. It's not a hype. It's a need of the hour at this moment.
Internet of Things, or IoT, has been a boon for the healthcare sector with benefits for both medical professionals as well as patients. Dr. R.S. Ubroy gave a brief introduction of IoT and highlighted the challenges that have now cropped up.
Internet of Things is basically supposed to be consisting of all the devices which are linked on the web. Devices linked to each other as well as to the web directly. By 2025, the total net worth of all the IoTs in the world would be more than $2.5 trillion. But they are the need of the day. We have seen over time there are a lot of benefits of these IoTs. But along with this, there are a few challenges also, like the device diversity, which churns out so much data from different directions, which is not standardized. They need to be organized and coordinated. Then the scale and the volume of data. Now this data coming out is big data. And big data with the same characteristics of volume, variety, velocity as well as veracity. And it takes a lot of computing power to get a hands over it. The other challenge is regarding data privacy and data security, which is an important parameter in healthcare, along with the rapid evolution of all these applications which is taking place, and it is difficult to keep up with the pace of these changes happening. And lastly, the requirement of the day is that you do need medical expertise to handle all these, the data coming in through this. Now, overall, the thing is that it helps us improve access to affordable, quality healthcare by empowering people.
Don't go to Paris. Don't tour Paris. And please don't do Paris. Live in Paris. When you Airbnb in Paris, you have your own home. Make your bed. Cook. You know, the stuff you normally do. Don't go to LA. Don't go to New York. Don't go to Tokyo. Live there. Live in Malibu. Live in the East Village. Live in Shinagawa. Feel at home. Anywhere. Do your regular routine. Wherever you go, don't go there. Live there. Even if it's just for a night.
नाड़ी शोधन या अनुलोम विलोम प्राणायाम। दाएं अंगूठे को दाहिने नासिका छिद्र पर रखें। बाएं नासिका छिद्र से श्वास अंदर लें, फिर इसे बंद कर लें। दाहिने नासिका छिद्र से श्वास बाहर निकालें। अगली बार दाहिने नासिका छिद्र से सांस भीतर लें। दाहिना नासिका छिद्र बंद करें और बाएं नासिका छिद्र से श्वास बाहर निकालें। यह नाड़ी शोधन का एक चक्र है। 5 चक्र और पूरे करें। इस प्राणायाम का उद्देश्य ऊर्जा के सभी प्रमुख मार्गों को शुद्ध करना है। ये पूरे शरीर को पोषित करता है। ये चित्त को शांत करता है और एकाग्रता बढ़ाने में सहायता देता है। ये प्राण शक्ति बढ़ाता है और तनाव तथा व्यग्रता के स्तर को कम करता है। ये कफ संबंधी दोषों का भी निवारण करता है।
The summit was host to another engaging session themed The CEO Dilemma, Multi-Specialty or Speciality. Navneet Samayar from Star Dental Center, Grand Clove, underlined the challenges being faced by single specialty hospitals in the country.
The biggest challenge that we are facing is to create awareness, to expand the market to a stage where we actually run short of doctors. I mean, so, if we were to get to that level, honestly, I don't think we can take care of the market size. I don't think the dental industry in India can take care of that market size. If just that level of awareness. 63% of US women, when they are expecting, go to their dentist. One of the proven factors is that, almost the single biggest reason why you can have preterm delivery or low birth weight is if you have, gingivitis, if you have oral infections. We don't have that culture in India. So there's huge market. And of course, apart from that, we build the specialty bottoms up. Dental is our bread and butter. That's all we have. That's all we know how to do. So from technology, innovation, getting the right career path for the doctors, getting the right clinical expertise, all of that can be done much easier here. So therefore, I would think at some stage we will take over.
Dr. Mahipal Sachdeva added another perspective on improving patient care by educating the population on common diseases so that they are better informed and can seek medical help earlier.
We have in Center for Sight specific instructions for specific diseases, patient information booklets, and obviously the apps that are being developed, the websites that are there, they obviously give the patient the necessary information, because information is power. And you need to feed the patient information that has to be readily available, whether it's the kiosk that a patient can go and read. And that is what is important for any healthcare provider, to provide to the patient that this particular disease requires so and so follow-up. These are the warning symptoms if something is going wrong. That needs to be emphasized to the patient, and that needs to be done. So we focus on a particular thing within ophthalmology, and we would be telling the patient about all the possible things that could be happening within the eye care domain.
An important point of discussion was talent retention in hospitals. Rajat Mehta of Max Healthcare talked about attrition in the healthcare industry and measures taken to deal with it.
I would say if you divide talent into two, which is nursing and doctors, because leadership and management you can always manage otherwise. On the clinician side, I think what the clinician requires really is that is the institute big enough to have the infrastructure on how this clinician wants to build his or her practice? Is there a fair bit of investment into technology? Is there emphasis and investment into research and education? Right? A combination of these three, I guess, is what a clinician looks like. So we have made sure that when we attract clinicians, we are very clear on what is the core value proposition and how will we develop the specialty. Those days of calling specialties orthopedics or cardiac are gone. Really, each one of them has several sub-segments, 13 or 50, and the more you specialize, the more you attract clinicians. We have several tie-ups with, for example, Deacon's University Australia, Imperial College London for doing various researches. so that we are able to give them opportunity for research, for publications. We have a large contingent of DNB students. A lot of clinicians love to teach, right? So we have that as well. And for very senior people, we have made them, a part of a retention scheme in terms of stocks, because as the company's value grow, it's only